The United States altogether has around 329.5 million people living in the country, but some of the states within the US contain many more people than others, which can be a good thing for some people and a bad thing for others. So, if you are moving to another city or you are just curious like me, stick around because in this video I am going over the top 10 most populated states in the US. What is up everyone, my name is Trey and welcome to my channel Just Curious. In today's video we are going over the states with the highest overall population. These would be states that are better for extroverts considering you would have so many people to interact with, but of course there are plenty of remote areas in all states to get away from people if you need that, like I do myself being highly introverted. But I will shut up now and get on with it because this is not a Myers-Briggs video. Anyways, before we get started with the video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more top 10s like this one. I really appreciate the support, and when you like and subscribe, it helps me know what things you all enjoy the most. Now with that said, let's get started with number 10. At number 10, we have the state of Michigan. Now Michigan is most famous for its largest city of Detroit, which was in my previous video, the most dangerous cities in the US, but there is so much more to the state than that. Michigan definitely has a lot of beautiful areas and is located off of Lake Michigan, which is an amazing place to visit. I am from Indiana originally and used to visit Michigan in the summers at my cousin's lake house and Sister Lakes, and those are some of my favorite memories growing up. Now Michigan has a population of around 9.9 million people and a population density of 177 people per square mile. Next up at number 9 we have North Carolina. North Carolina is a very interesting state with a mix of mountains and beaches, and the state is known for having the first successful flight in history by the Wright brothers back in 1903 near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The biggest city in North Carolina is Charlotte, which is a gorgeous city with plenty of things to do. Now North Carolina has a population of around 10.7 million people and a population density of 220 people per square mile. At number 8, we make our way to the south to the state of Georgia. Georgia is a sneaky beautiful state, and I didn't realize this until I moved down here to Florida and drove through here. The northern part of Georgia has some gorgeous mountains and scenery that I would not expect around that area. Also, its largest city, Atlanta, is an awesome place to visit with great food and entertainment, and also has the busiest airport in the US. Now Georgia has a population of around 10.8 million people and a population density of 188 people per square mile. Coming in at number 7 we have Ohio. This is another state I am fairly familiar with as it is a neighboring state to Indiana. Ohio has plenty of things to do and has quite a few major cities including Columbus, which is the largest, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. Ohio has arguably the best amusement park in the US with Cedar Point located in Sandusky, Ohio, and it also hosts the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. Now Ohio comes in with a population of around 11.7 million people with a population density of 287 people per square mile. At number 6 we have the state of Illinois. Okay, I promise this is the last time I will say this is a neighboring state to Indiana. I didn't realize how populated all the states were around Indiana, so sorry. Anyways, Illinois is most famously known for Chicago, which is its largest city and the third largest city in the United States. Illinois is also known as the land of Lincoln and was the first state to ratify the 13th Amendment abolishing slavery in 1865, so thank you. Now Illinois has a population of around 12.6 million and a population density of 226 people per square mile. Coming in at number 5 we have the state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a state filled with interesting history, being that it is the second oldest state in the country. It is also the place where the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776 in Philadelphia, which is the largest and most known city of the state. Pennsylvania comes in with a population of around 12.8 million and a population density of 286 people per square mile. Next up at number 4 we have the state of New York. Now I don't really need to explain what New York is famous for, considering New York City is the largest city in the United States by over 4 million people, and it is also one of the most iconic cities in the entire world. But New York as a state has more to it than just New York City. The northern part of the state actually borders Canada and is home to some surprisingly beautiful scenery such as Niagara Falls and many gorgeous mountains that I honestly had no idea about because New York is so overshadowed by New York City. Now, New York has a population of around 19.2 million people and a population density of 410 people per square mile, which is the highest on this list. At number 3, we have the state of Florida. Now, Florida is where I call home and is known for its laid-back lifestyle with an overwhelming number of beautiful beaches to visit. Florida is growing at a rapid rate for many reasons and receives a ton of tourists every year due to the amazing weather and places to visit such as Disney World, the Everglades, and many other interesting places. I can tell you firsthand that Florida is packed with people. The traffic around the Tampa area is awful and I absolutely hate driving anywhere, but that's just me. Some people don't mind that kind of stuff. But anyways, Florida comes in with a population of nearly 22 million people and a population density of 409 people per square mile. Coming in at number 2, we have the state of Texas, also known as the Lone Star State. Texas is filled with many great places to live, and in my video of the safest places to live in the US, Texas had multiple cities on that list. I actually lived in San Antonio for over 6 months when I was training to be a hospital corpsman for the Navy, and I absolutely loved it there. Texas is home to 3 of the top 10 largest cities in the US, which is a large reason why it makes it onto this list. Now, Texas has a population of around 29.7 million people, but a population density of only 114 people per square mile, which is actually the lowest on this list. Now, before we get to number 1, please be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it so far. Also, comment down below anything you found interesting on this list. I love interacting with everybody and I really enjoy hearing your feedback. Now, with that said, let's get on to number 1. At number 1, we have arguably the most beautiful state in the United States, and that is California. California is famous for a ton of things, and if I talked about all those, we would be here all day. But a few, of course, would be Hollywood, beautiful national parks such as Yosemite and Redwood, the Golden Gate Bridge, and many others. Although California is filled with many beautiful mountains, it is actually home to the lowest elevation in the United States at Death Valley National Park, which is also the hottest place in the US. California comes in as the most populated state with a population of around 39.6 million people, which is almost 10 million more people than the runner-up state of Texas. California has a population density of 254 people per square mile. Okay, everybody, that does it for today for the most populated states in the US. Comment down below if any of these states came in as a surprise to you. I was actually surprised by the amount of Midwest states on this list. And if you enjoyed the content today, you already know the drill. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to make videos for you all. I appreciate you all watching today, and as always, I wish you nothing but the best.